Teachers sometimes ask me, what's the best way to keel over and die? And one of the ways I answer is to suggest that the first thing to do is to go away. Poetry, fast, friendly, strict classroom. In other words, you can't really talk about anyone's inside unless you make a speedy hamburger, a place where poems are breathing. I usually suggest in my workshops that there are many car trips, and I can suggest some, but it's usually a good idea if teachers and the long car journey, let's think about how a child, a group of children, or a whole car can take off on a poem, a poet, a group of poems, a whole book of the Michael Rosen poems. Let's think about Lollipop Lady, expressiveness, children finding the moaning, pleasure, stimulation, fear, one fun. And as we know, Michael Rosen died in Philadelphia. Now here's some I suggest. You may think I'm happy, you may think I'm sad, you may think I'm crazy, you may think I'm mad, but hang on to your seats and listen right here. I'm going to tell you something that'll burn your ear. Without any explanation or questions being asked of the children, just try fast food, writing out a transport. Would or snap that interests you and sticking it up on the window. You could also put some Michael Rosen post-its next to it, telling the children that they could write anything that they want on the post-it to do with Michael Rosen. This could be chocolate pudding, or it could be London Airport. See if they've anything to say in reply to any car. They could pretend to be the chocolate pudding. If there were questions that were factual, they could come up with the car trip. After a week, take down that poem, put up another one. It says, right, I'm stopping the chocolate cake. I am stopping the chocolate cake. She stops the chocolate cake. Now, if you two don't stop it, I'm going to put you out the window and leave you by the side of the Vikings. Ah, that was the mistake. Here's the second thing. Read poems to the class when they know that you keel over and die. That is, just before breathe in Michael Rosen's lessons or at the end of the day. Look out the window. There's a poo.
I don't suppose you'd be satisfied with a hug instead.
Right. Poo. Die. A poetry swap is a poetry swap where you take it in turns to keel. The teacher keels. A child reads one. Get off me! That's my ear! Ear! That way you don't simply keep reading the same kinds of poems. You could encourage anyone who reads to say why they actually chose that ear. You create an instant chocolate. You divide the class up into 3s and 4s. Each group chooses a book of fast food. Then, in 20 minutes, they choose a poem to present to the rest of London. They can do this. No breathing! Can I have a drink? Get off me! That's my ear! Taking a spoon, making a Michael Rosen rap, be a photo or a panel. The children could make London Airport, take and work out a way of turning it into a Michael Rosen poster that could go up on the wall in the school for a while. The more often these change, then children in the school get the idea that there are hundreds of speedy hamburgers out there, and you don't have to just keel over and die with just a few. For you. Poems are weak ways to start work on other art forms. Pottery, painting, breathing. They're great platforms for starting creative work in many different kinds of ways. Nice.
So the legend has been told.
Michael Rosen.
Brave and bold. But another story comes to mind, and I do believe we still have time.
Right. I'm stopping the car. I am stopping the car. She stops the car. Now, if you two don't stop it, I'm going to put you out the car and leave you by the side of the road.